Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. All right, so today going to do the Friday preview of the ESPN Plus card that's taking place on Friday. It's coming from the UK, I believe, and it's going to feature Michael Conlan, the undefeated prospect on the rise from Ireland, as he takes on Ionut Baluta, who has moved himself in the top 10 within the last year. And this fight is going to be the WBO's final eliminator to determine a number one contender at the WBO championship, So it takes place Friday, April 30th. Again, that's on ESPN Plus. The fight card is probably going to take place in the morning, so look forward to that. But this is a big fight right here. It really is. You have...
Take exit 215 for Monte Vista
You
Avenue.
have Ionut Baluta. All right, well, let's take a look at undefeated Michael Conlan. Conlan really has not been tested, against big-name competition as of yet. He's been brought along very slow by Bob Arum, and we really want to see how good he is. Him and Stephen Fulton, the undefeated champion, have been calling each other out, and they really want to fight, but this is going to be Conlan's biggest test right here.
To turn left onto
And
West Monte
it
Vista
could
Avenue,
end up
University
being
Way.
a much bigger test than
Use the
people
left two lanes to
are
turn
giving
left
it
onto
credit
West
for.
Monte Vista Avenue, University Way.
Because Baluta we don't know. That's the thing about this fight. We don't know how good either guy is, because Michael Conlan hasn't been tested yet, right? He's undefeated. He looks good so far, but he hasn't really fought anybody. Then you got Ionut Baluta, who came out of nowhere. I believe his record was like 12-2, and he fought former champ TJ Doheny last year. And Doheny was 11 months removed from a great unification bout that he barely lost to Daniel Roman in 2019. That was his first defeat, and it was a close fight that he was very much in, and pretty much the winner was crowned the number one super bantamweight at 122 in the world. So Doheny was one fight, one loss and a couple points away from being the number one super bantamweight in the world. And he fought his ass off against a very accomplished Daniel Roman. So heading into the fight last year with Ionut Baluta, I absolutely think he was overlooking Baluta, right? But it was an 8-round fight, and Baluta just cleanly outboxed Doheny, and Doheny lost a one-sided unanimous decision in that one. But then Baluta went up against David Allen Joyce, who was another Irish prospect on the rise, not as good in my opinion as Michael Conlan, and brought along as highly regarded, but definitely a favorite, and was fighting at home against Baluta. And Baluta, who's not a power puncher, crushed him. 3 rounds, stopped him, and that really put Baluta on everybody's radar. Beating Doheny when Doheny was overlooking him in an 8-round fight was one thing, but he crushed a pretty highly regarded prospect in Joyce in 3 rounds. And now heading into this fight, I look at Conlan as kind of somewhere in the middle between Doheny and where he was heading into that fight, and David Allen Joyce and where he was heading into that fight. I think he's better than Joyce in terms of where he was heading in, but I don't think he's as good as where Doheny was heading in. But then again, I absolutely believe Doheny was overlooking Baluta, and those kind of things happen. So the big question is, how is this fight going to play out? And we're really going to see where each guy is. I really think it's a sign of, are these guys true top 10 material? I have Baluta right now at number 8 because of the win over Doheny and the win over Joyce. And Conlan is not in my top 10 as of yet. But the winner of this fight will absolutely be in the top 10 for sure, and he'll be the number one contender at the world title. And that's just a big deal. It really is. Stephen Fulton is projected to fight the winner of... Stephen Fulton Jr. is projected to fight the winner of what is that? Luis Neri and Brandon Figueroa in September. And then Michael Conlan would be next in line in a mandatory fight. And that could be for the unified titles. You know, Michael Conlan and Ayunu Baluta, the winner of this fight. So this fight is huge in terms of what the reward is going to be for the winner. And it's not just to see how good these guys are, but it's to see, you know, it's to get a crack at the big time right here. And, you know, the winner of this fight could definitely be sitting at the top of the division, you know, by 2022. So big time action right here for a true boxing fan. And I don't think you're going to be disappointed. My prediction on the fight, I'm going to pick against Baluta for a third time, but I got a feeling it's going to bite me in the ass. But I want to believe in Michael Conlan's projection. I think it's going to be a tough fight on him, though. But I'm going Conlan by a decision in this one. And he'll stay undefeated and get it and put himself in line for a world title. So we'll see what happens. But Friday, April 30th, ESPN Plus. Make sure you're checking it out. Probably earlier in the day because it's from the UK. So check it out on your app while you're working, whatever. That's probably what I'm going to be doing. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. So that's it. True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.